Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bessemer City High School, the home of the Hive. The Yellow Jackets, they call them here. On the road is our Maroon Devils, who are here for round number 2 in the State 1A playoffs. Gary Ayers along with Toby Burrell. And Toby, you know, Rod White is going to say, well, hey, that's not the A team. So I just wanted to give you a fair warning. But
that's fair. I'll take it. That's fair.
but it's good to have you on the broadcast here tonight. Our Maroon Devils coming in again on the heels of a great win over Avery County last week. We are now 10-1. Bessemer City coming in 6-5 overall. They were 3-3 in conference play in this 2A, 1A Southern Piedmont Conference. But as you know, because we are here on the road at Bessemer City, they are just one notch higher as a number 8 seed compared to our number 9 seed Maroon Devils. So.
Yeah, they were the last first place team, unquote, at 8. So that put them at home tonight. Unfortunately for 10-1, don't earn you much, does it?
It really doesn't. The state rules say that conference champions always get a higher seed, and even though they were 4th in their conference, they were the highest-ranked 1A team. The teams ahead of them were really, really good, obviously. 2A Shelby at 7-3, number 7 in the 2A playoffs. Burns, number 13 in the 2A playoffs. They were 7-3 this year. And 2A East Gaston, a number 18 seed, also in the 2A playoffs at 8-2 overall. So Bessemer City coming in at 5-5 overall, 6-5 now after winning last week. They finished 3-3 in the conference, but they are the number 8 seed. The seeds below them, Cherryville and Thomas Jefferson, having a tough year, so they've already broke out the basketballs.
Yeah.
So
well, we've been here before a couple of times now, and they've yet to return the favor to come to us. Hopefully they will one day.
Yes.
We're outside, in case you haven't figured it out yet. They don't have room for us, and there's a very spacious press box, so that's fine. But hopefully one day they'll have to come to our place and see how hospitality really works. But last time we were here, we got a big victory, so it's not strange area for us.
Right.
It's a place we've been in the second round before, and I like our chances. You know, the big thing is Maroon Devils got to establish themselves on the front right away and win the battle up front. And if they do that, I think things will turn out real well for them tonight. There is a much larger Swain contingent here tonight, Gary, than the Bessemer City folks, who may be a late arriving crowd. I don't know. We're still 35 minutes away from kickoff, but lots of Swain folks here, and may turn into a home game for us, just on a different field.
You know, I couldn't agree more. I think the last time we were here, we had more fans than the Bessemer City folks did, as we see both teams out on the field right now warming up, getting ready for a kickoff. Bessemer City coming in, they like to run the football, but they're not afraid to throw it, averaging 191 yards a game on the ground and right at 100 yards passing, 19 passing touchdowns this year. So, again, we've got to be aware of that passing avenue that they like to do. So I'm sure our defense and Coach Sherman Holt, Coach Napier, they're aware of what we need to look for.
Well, it's I'm sure they are. They faced both throughout the year, faced a couple that were like this team, a dual threat. So it'll be interesting to see how they play it. And so far the defense is the strongest suit of our football team this year. You know, last week, 2 weeks ago rather, against Robbinsville, they only gave up one touchdown. The other one was on the offense. So a good job by the defense in that one. Then they tossed a shutout last week against Avery, which was a good job against a heavy passing attack from Avery too. So they defended that real well. So going into this, they have to have a lot of confidence coming in the second round in this one. We should mention that the big storyline for Swain County High School this week was the loss of Carrie Powell, and this will be the first contest that we've played without her. So emotions will run high for these Maroon Devils, I'm sure, and it will bear seeing how we start out right out of the blocks out of that as to how much that's been a factor this week. And it's been devastating for us through Swain County Athletics all the way through, and the football team is going to plunge ahead tonight and be the first team to go into a battle without Carrie. So that'll be a storyline as we go forward, I believe.
Oh, no question. She has been missed already this week and will be missed as we continue into the playoffs. And she was a great part of our athletic program at Swain County High School for so many years and treated so many kids. And the thing I really loved about Carrie, Toby, she always said, "This is my family." She was talking about Swain County High School. She said, "This place has made me their family. I'm part of the family, and that was really important to her.
Yeah, and we agree on our side, on the athletic side. She is our family, and that's worth mentioning to our visitors or viewers at home who will be watching this later than Friday night. But we're going to get all of the arrangements out to the people through Swain County Athletics because we are her family.
Yes.
And so that'll be the best place for you to tune in and keep track of that. And if you want to be a part of that, we'll make sure that it's out and you know about it in advance. But right now, we don't know a whole lot, and that will flesh itself out as we move into next week, and we'll keep everybody apprised of the situation.
No question about it. That is the place to find out the details going forward. Talking about some details, I think our Maroon Devils have a defensive advantage coming in, Toby. We're giving up only 10 points a game. On the flip side of that, Bessemer City, only their defense not quite as strong, giving up 23 points a game. Now they're putting 33 on the board. Our Maroon Devils averaging 30 points a game. Looking at how they have played this year, their wins have been kind of lopsided. They beat South Stanley in the playoffs, 52-32 last week. They won over Avery County with a similar score that we did, 46-0. They beat Union 37-16, Thomas Jefferson 54-20, Highland Tech 73-zip, and Cherryville 60-0. But if you look at the flip side, their losses, a couple of them have been close. They lost to East Rutherford 28-12, a close one to North Gaston 10-6. But the other three were blowouts. Burns beat Bessemer City 42-7. East Gaston beat the Yellow Jackets 43-14. And the number one team in the conference, Shelby, which is always a juggernaut, beat them 64-0. So they've been on both ends of that big score.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they approach this game, what they've seen on tape that they feel they can exploit of the Maroon Devils. And on the converse side, offensively, what are the Maroon Devils going to do to take advantage of their ability? I would say early on it'll be a field position battle between the two in terms of trying to establish who can drive the ball and stay off the defensive end of the field for a while and see how that goes. But, the Maroon Devils have another incentive moving forward is they already know a win tonight puts them back in Robbinsville next Friday.
Yes, indeed. And it's funny you mentioned that. I talked to some friends over in Graham County and Robbinsville just today after their win on Thursday night, and they said, we know you're coming, so hey, come on over. We got a seat saved for you. So they're kind of rubbing it in a little bit, but they know that game is looming. But I'm just positive our coaches have our players focused right now on the Yellow Jackets.
I think you're right. I think it's been a week where that has come into play a lot. A lot of talk's been put out, of course, because of the week we've had. And, Gary, one of the things I've always said as a coach is if you are on the road, the best time to have a day when you're not in school is when you have to travel because you immediately get your team together and they're together all day. And that's a big plus sometimes. And I think it'll be a big plus for us today. We weren't in school, so there wasn't any of that going on, but yet they got on a bus at about 11:15 this morning and came this way together.
Yeah.
And so they spent all day together, which is a great bonding atmosphere, a great chance for seniors to remind underclassmen of what's at stake here and how to stay focused, and they can go through game film and it's a day about football.
It is.
And I think that's a big advantage sometimes.
I couldn't agree more. And this team, I think, has a great chemistry. I know they're looking forward to some more games coming up. And we feel the same way. We believe our Maroon Devils are going to be playing some more. But tonight, we got to take care of the Yellow Jackets. And fans, stay tuned. We'll come back and get things underway here from Bessemer City, just outside of Gastonia. They call it the Hive down here with the Yellow Jackets. And we are ready to rock and roll here in just a minute. So we'll be right back on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back as we're back just in time here on the broadcast as we see our Maroon Devil captains out there along with the Yellow Jackets of Bessemer City as they're getting ready for the opening coin toss on the instructions from the officials. And Toby, our hats off to the folks here at Bessemer City. We had a nice moment of silence for Carrie Powell, and that I thought was very impressive of them to do that here at Bessemer City.
A very classy gesture on their part, and
yes,
greatly appreciated by Swain County and Maroon Devils in general. Gary, one thing Neil Blankenship pointed out to me in between there is that there are no play clocks on either side.
Wow.
And so that may be an issue as we move along as to whether or not we know how much time's left on the play clock.
And that's the key. I'm sure they'll keep that on the field. One of the officials will, but
the back judge has got it, but his only signal is going to be when he gets to 5 seconds. So
wow. So Reese is going to have to really be aware of that. As the quarterback, of course, that's one of their primary duties to be aware of that at every second. So, yeah, you're right, Toby. That could be an issue, especially early in the game when we try to adapt to that.
Well, I'm not sure who won the toss, but Bessemer City is going to receive.
We never did really get a true signal, as you can see on your camera. Our Maroon Devils are coming on the field as we're getting ready here. Contrasting colors, our Maroon Devils with kind of that off-white looking gray type uniform top, and then the maroon pants. And of course down the way it's going to be dark tops and white pants for Bessemer City. So Toby, a lot of contrasting color out there tonight.
Certainly is, Gary, and as we said, be a tale of two teams here tonight. One's going to advance to Robbinsville next week, we know, and we hope it'll be our Maroon Devils. They'll put their defense on the field first against this potent Bessemer City offense. 52 points in that first round game. That was impressive amount for them to put up.
It really is, and they're blessed with some good receivers, and of course their quarterback has been doing a good job on the season. Their quarterback Gavin Chastain, he's number 9, averaging 130 yards passing per game, and he's only a sophomore, but he's hit 73 out of 103 attempts, only 2 interceptions, which is surprising, against 17 touchdowns. And Toby, a 17-2 ratio is really unbelievable.
It's quite impressive, and the converse to that is they've also got Anthony Smith back there at running back, who's rushed for over 1,000 yards this year. So
yes,
it's a two-headed monster for these Yellow Jackets tonight. The Maroon Devil defense will have quite a test on their hands. No
question. Anthony Smith, a senior running back, good size. He's not very tall at 5'7", but strong at 200 pounds. And you call it exactly right. Smith, 123 carries, 1,280 yards. That's over 10 yards a carry, 128 yards a game if you want to break that down, and 15 touchdowns on the ground. So they know how to put points on the board.
They certainly do, and they're going to get the crack at it first. So we'll see what happens here. The Maroon Devils, of course, 2 weeks ago against Robbinsville, the only score they gave up defensively was on the first drive of the ball game against the Black Knights. So this first drive could be big for Bessemer City in terms of setting momentum.
Oh, you said it. I think the team that gains the early momentum is going to have a real upper hand as things go on, and it's going to be Brendan Lanning kicking off for the Maroon Devils. Back deep now for the Yellow Jackets, Achilles Littlejohn. 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore, and he's one of their top receivers. So we know he has the speed. So we've got to keep him, if you will, pinned in on the sideline. As Coach Rod White likes to say, use that sideline as your 12th man. This kick is going to be a squib kick. It's going to be loose on the Maroon Devils.
Nope.
We almost had it.
Squirted out. Recovered by Bessemer City.
So, boy, we got a hand on it, but that one didn't fool Bessemer City. They were kind of ready, and Toby, they got on the football now in good field position.
They do. It's just on their side of the 50, and so they've got a short 55, 54 yards to go for pay dirt.
And we can already see the brown color of that Bermuda grass out there. As you know, when it gets cold, that Bermuda turns that kind of nice golden tan color. And here come the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to come out of the shotgun here with a receiver on each side, and they're going to run to the left side, and here they go. And
Smith.
That's what they do, and that's Anthony Smith. And, Toby, we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Looked like Lucas Sutton and Josh Collins on that tackle right at midfield, so a gain of about 4 on that first initial run.
Lucas Sutton has had such a good year, 24 tackles on the season. Our defense, of course, led by Josh Collins, 71 tackles. Our tackle leader, 41 of those solo. And now it's going to bring up a second down for the Yellow Jackets. Need about 6. Yellow Jackets come right up the gut. And the Maroon Devils are there to meet him in the hole. A good job by that wolf front, as Coach likes to call it. Grady Lewis, Nsay Uford, and L.D. Luquire. And those guys are tough on the line of scrimmage.
There's a slight change in there tonight, Gary. Fisher's in there.
Yep,
at
Nolan
nose
Fisher.
Guard to start with tonight. It's the first time we've seen him on defense in a while since early in the season. So a large front for the Maroon Devils. And now it's the first third down, big third down of the game, 3rd and 4, just inside Maroon Devil territory.
So now we got twins on the right side. Maroon Devils again. Got 3 men up front now. They're being repositioned a little bit, trying to get just in the gap they need to be here. Bessemer City now putting a man in motion. They're basically, looks like audibilizing at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to throw it down the left side. It's going to be caught over there down the left side. And with a big first down on the catch is going to be Achilles Littlejohn. So, again, a big third down conversion for the Yellow Jackets.
And he bobbled that ball several times before he was able to secure it. And Cochran, I believe, on the tackle over there, pushed him out of bounds, but not before he gets pretty deep into Maroon Devil territory at the 33.
No doubt. First down and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets again at the Maroon Devil 33-yard line. They're operating out of the shotgun exclusively here in the early going. Delayed handoff, but the Maroon Devils in the backfield, and they're going to stop Mason Chastain cold. Chastain 194 yards on the ground this year, but not much there, Toby, with a loss.
That was Josiah Glaspie and Grady Lewis on that tackle for loss. So it'll put the Yellow Jackets behind the sticks for the first time tonight.
So one of their, first losses, if you will, loss of 3 is going to bring up second down and 13 from the 36-yard line of Maroon Devil territory now.
Smith back in the ball game now at running back.
And he is one of the go-to guys in this high-flying offense, averaging 33 points a game. They want to throw right side, overthrow everybody. This pass just sailed, so the pass from Chastain, just too much on it.
So 3rd and long now for the Yellow Jackets, 3rd and about 13.
So the Maroon Devils, again, aware of how Bessemer City likes to throw the ball. We saw good coverage over there. Josh Collins again out there wide. We got Keontae Graham also back deep over there. Corey Stillwell and company. So Toby, these guys I think are well schooled in what to expect from Bessemer City.
I think so too, Gary, and it's worth pointing out that you made a good point off the air before we started that Bessemer has not punted a whole lot this year, so this is probably 2-down territory.
Oh,
but
and
Nsay Uford with a huge sack.
Huge sack in the backfield. Chastain dropped to throw, and before he could really get his feet set, Toby, Nsay was on him, and he did not get away.
It's all the way back to the 44 of Swain. They'll bring up a long 4th down right here, and let's see what they intend to do. Looks like the offense is still out on the field, minus the quarterback.
And a big thank you to Jamie Fisher, who keeps us supplied with liquid refreshment here on this Friday night. Now they're going to punt it away, and they don't punt much. They've struggled with it this year. This one is going to be one of their better punts of the entire season. Coming up and hit immediately is going to be Corey Stillwell. Man, I thought he had a fair catch, but apparently not. He was hit immediately and luckily held on to that football, Toby. That is dangerous.
It was dangerous. No fair catch signal. Stillwell met immediately on the Maroon Devil 13-yard line, so Swain's offense will go to work from there.
So a good defensive stand again. Nsay Uford coming in with a big sack and one of their few punts on the season will give the Maroon Devils a first down and 10. Now let's see what we can do offensively. Our Maroon Devils coming in averaging 30 points a game on the season. We like to stay on the ground, averaging 271 yards a game on the ground. And we toss it to the left side, and it's going to be Josh Collins, and that's what he does. Forced out of bounds on the Maroon Devil sideline, just short of the first down there, Toby.
Yeah, about a gain of about 8 for Josh on the first carry. Corey Stillwell was uncovered on that play to begin with, Gary. Their cornerback was inside the 8-man box in here, and Corey was feverishly yelling at Reese Winchester to try to get his attention. Unfortunately, he got the cornerback's attention. He went out there and covered him.
This time he goes wide right. James Arts wide left out of the I formation. Maroon Devils with a second down and almost 3 to go. This time we toss it to the right side, and it's going to be Glaspie around the right side with the first down and a whole lot more. Down the sideline, look out. And it's going to be a foot race, and Glaspie is going to win this foot race and goes all the way to the house.
Do
what
not see
play.
Any flags, although they blend in with that color Bermuda, but it looks like it's going to stand. And that's a huge run for Josiah Glaspie and this Maroon Devil offense to get on the board right away, 2 plays into the game.
Talking about big plays, that's kind of Bessemer City's MO, but tonight it's been Maroon Devils' MO as we score. And that is a 70-plus yard touchdown run by Glaspie with 8:27 to play. And the Maroon Devils up 6-0 for the PAT from Brendan Lanning. What a run. Just a simple play down the sideline. PAT is great. And the Maroon Devils have an early 7-0 lead, 8:27 to go. Fans, stay with us. We'll kick it back to Bessemer City when we come back.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
Fans, welcome back again. The Maroon Devils with a quick 7-0 lead. Achilles Littlejohn, the sophomore, getting ready to return, but as we saw last time, Maroon Devils surprised Bessemer City with an onside kick that they recovered, so you never know what's coming next. Here's another one, another squib-type kick, and the ball is loose.
Swain missed it again.
And wow, for the second time we had a shot, Toby, and we just couldn't get our hands on it.
Yep, number 11 again coming up with the fumble recovery, this time a little deeper in Bessemer City territory at about the 38. Where they'll set up shop.
I have a feeling their coach is really going to be talking to these guys on the next time we score. and I think we will score again, no question. Bessemer City now with the football at we'll call it the 38-yard line. It's a chilly night. We have a breeze blowing, but the good thing is, Toby, so far no rain. We had a few sprinkles coming down, but so far it's a dry track.
And that's good news. We're outside, so that's even better news for you and I.
We are out in the chilly wind. Chastain got a whistle. And
timeout, Bessemer City. They didn't like what they saw.
So they're looking at something they didn't like. And again, the play clock, they don't have a play clock here, which is really surprising. So the time is being kept down on the field. And Toby has we have just a break. We want to say congratulations to our cross-country people who have
absolutely.
had another great season.
Third straight for the ladies. The men finished third, and 8 straight overall for our running teams between cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track. An amazing feat of accomplishment. Really happy for those folks and proud of their effort. I think it was one of the best average scores ever put together down there.
Right.
And their 44 points was close to the largest margin of victory down there as well. So a record-setting day all the way around for our Lady Devils. So kudos to them. And
Coach Payne.
Great job as always. The men had an impressive showing. It was their best showing of the season.
Man.
And it was good enough for third. So kudos to them as well.
And great teams and great individuals to make up those teams. Here we go, 8:23 to play. In the first quarter, Maroon Devils up 7-0 as, again, Yellow Jackets toss it to the right side, and the running back falls down. And there to make sure he stays down is going to be Mason Cochran. But they pitched it out to Anthony Smith again, and he just slipped.
Well, Cochran had him flanked on the outside and turned him back in. When he turned, he fell.
He did.
As Mason did when he turned right there. So there's this beveled field. The wetter areas must be on the sidelines, although it didn't hamper Josiah any on his run.
Oh, boy, it didn't. As Josiah Glaspie, a huge run down the right sideline right in front of the Bessemer City bench, the team, the crowd, to light up the scoreboard. Now, second down on about 14. Quarterback looking, firing down the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. This is going to be incomplete down there. And that's going to be one of their two tall receivers. Tay Davis at 6'3", number 10, and Myron O'Banner at 6'2". So, Toby, they do have some size at that wide receiver position.
Well, that's going to set them up again for 3rd and 14, Gary, and so they're behind the sticks. Again, the first time this happened, it was a bonus for the Maroon Devils, and we'll have to see what the Yellow Jackets can do here.
This is the kind of a play, I think, if you're a defensive coach and a defensive lineman, you, quote, lay your ears back and go after the quarterback. And here we go.
Got some good ones to do that. Here comes Uford again, and he's swallowed up.
There it is again. That's Grady Lewis this time, coming in there with some help from the Maroon Devil front.
That was LD in there with him, and Uford ran him right into Grady's hands. And
great
LD
job.
was there if he'd cut the other way. So the Maroon Devils doing a great job on that defensive front, controlling it. They'll set up another punt for the Yellow Jackets, who you had said earlier, they don't punt a whole lot, and they haven't punted very effectively on the season.
No, they have punted 9 times all year in 11 games, and they're already facing their second punt here in this game. Oh, the high snap. And they just get it away. Not a bad punt considering the situation. It's going to take a Maroon Devil bounce.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great field position for the Devils.
Wow.
Just past the first down markers, to be honest.
So
it'll be 47-yard line for the Devils.
As we mentioned, Toby, coming into the ball game, they punted only 9 times all year for an average of 17 yards a punt. So that has not been their strong point because they just haven't done it much.
Well, that was all over their average.
That's it. Definitely would. Now, their first punt tonight was really nice, but not as much here tonight as the Maroon Devils take on first down and 10, 7 minutes to play first quarter at the 46-yard line, as you mentioned, near midfield. And here comes right up the middle, right up the A-gap, if you will, Josiah Glaspie again.
That was a split back look. The first 2 plays were an I, and this is the split back look off of the toss sweep.
And now coming in with the play is going to be James Arts from the sideline into quarterback Reese Winchester. So many good seniors on this team. Reese, one of those. Of course, Josh Collins in the backfield, Josiah Glaspie in the backfield.
Split backs again with tight end flank to the left.
Yeah, got this wing on the left side as well. And here comes Josh Collins again in traffic down inside the 45-yard line of Bessemer City. Going to bring up third down and probably a long 2 here, Toby, with 6 minutes to play in the first quarter.
And you almost consider this 4-down territory, too.
Yes, no doubt. I don't see us punting here. As, again, it's right there in the logo of the Yellow Jackets here at Jack Dixon Stadium on the campus of Bessemer City. They call it the Hive here. Now the Maroon Devils with the receiver wide to the left side. Out of the I formation, toss left side. Here comes Glaspie again, and this time he does not turn the corner. They come up quickly, Toby, and good coverage over there by Sarico Logan, their defensive end on that side, but it's enough for a first down.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
Move those chains. So the chains moved. Swain will go back at it again for a new set of downs.
So a good first down conversion there with 5:15 and counting here at Bessemer City. Maroon Devils and the Yellow Jackets, of course. Winner will face Robbinsville at Robbinsville. Whoever comes out on top tonight. Again, here comes Glaspie breaking a tackle. Down inside the 35-yard line, Josiah Glaspie has that quick step, and Bessemer City's trying to adjust to that.
And a good swim move by Josiah with his off arm to swim it up above the defender and swing through to get out of the way. Good gain of 6 on first down. And that time it was more of a wing T set.
Yeah, different look.
The Devils were running out of. This time it looks like I with Josh in the back and Josiah up front.
Yep.
They switch about every other play.
Got a receiver on each side. And it's going to be the handoff to Josh Collins. Busted off the left tackle. He has a first down and then some. Down inside the 25-yard line again. Great running by Josh Collins and our offensive line making a statement here on the line of scrimmage.
And, boy, that was a good job. Those misdirection plays where they're pulling people and moving people around are so hard to hold that point of attack and be able to get those people through. The Maroon Devils doing an awesome job on that. Uford checking out and Andreas Cicernos checks in at tackle for him. Andreas played a lot last week at that position, just getting ready to be able to give NCHSAA a breather.
This time, Josh, the deep man, got a whistle, though, before we get the snap underway.
Is that going to be offsides or delay of game?
Going to be offside against the defense. And we're seeing also Trent Jones lining up a lot tonight, Toby, at that defense, that offensive tight end.
Yeah, he's switched to 44, and he packs a bigger punch out there at tight end than they were getting in terms of blocking. That's what he's in there for. He will be in the backfield some as well, we understand.
He's this time on the left side now with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-0 I formation. This time around the left side, it's going to be Josh again down the sideline. And, he just stepped out of bounds, because if he had a little more room on that sideline, Toby, I think he could have broke it.
It would have been a touchdown, but it's enough for a first down. Maroon Devils keep the sticks moving, and they're first and goal now. It looks like on the 9.
I think so, just inside the 10-yard line. First down and goal.
That one was straight off tackle lead blast. Josiah went up in the hole first. Trent was over there blocking down with Andreas.
Got the tight end again on the left side. Again, I formation. Maroon Devils staying on the ground. Reese checking with his backs right behind him. Reese under center so far tonight in the first quarter. Turns, tosses, Josh Collins getting a good block by Glaspie. Turns the corner, and Josh is in. Touchdown, and again, good block over there on the corner from Glaspie, Toby, to really get him some room.
Boy, one of the most impressive things about those two is they block so well for each other. You know, there's no sense of selfishness that he's getting to carry the ball. It's like, I'm going to go out here and clear a path. And they do.
They do. And they're so athletic, and Josh was just right out there, turning that defender back inside, and Josiah did, and Josh just pretty much waltzed into the end zone. Brendan Lanning on for the PAT. First one was good. This one got plenty of power on it, and the Maroon Devils with a quick 14-0 lead with 3:40 to play here in the first quarter, and we've got more football on the way as we have the Maroon Devils in charge here on the MDN. Fans, welcome back. 3:40 to play as the Maroon Devils will get ready to kick it again. And we've noticed, Toby, they've moved a few more people up closer to that kickoff location here as we've kicked it short 2 times in a row.
And they've got a penalty on Bessemer City for too many men on the field, or illegal substitution, illegal alignment, something. He signaled illegal substitution. I think they had 12 on the field because they just run somebody off. So that will do it. And so the Maroon Devils and Brendan Lanning will kick from the 45 now and see if this changes strategy any, because the Yellow Jackets have opened up the middle of the field, choosing to cover the side that the onside kicks went to and the offside. Everybody's up. So it'll be interesting to see what Lanning and the Maroon Devils choose to do right here.
Yep, got 9 guys up within 10 yards of each other. And this time Brendan is going to kick it a little, kind of a pooch kick high, and it's going to be returnable from the 30-yard line. And in traffic, though, our Maroon Devils with great coverage down there on the kickoff team. So a good job on that kickoff.
Skeet Cook, Malachi Cochran in on that tackle of the Yellow Jacket who got it. It'll be 1st and 10 for them. This time we continue edging them back just a little bit. This time they're going to take over from their 37-yard line for this possession.
So now let's see what the Yellow Jackets come up with. One thing they do have, Toby, they have some size up front. One of those guys, 75, 6'1", 365 pounds.
And he's the nose guard on defense.
He's a big young man. This time they're going to try to run around the left side, but the Maroon Devils said no as they handed off to Anthony Smith again. But just nowhere to go.
Gang tackled over there by the Maroon Devils. There's a whole bunch of them, Grady Lewis, Josh Collins. I don't know who all else over there. Gain of 1. That's a tough one right there for Anthony
We were talking about Owens being 365. Also over there is number 64, DeMarcus Cannon, 5'10", 305. So
he's on the offensive line at left guard.
Yeah, they have a lot of size up front, but so far that wolf front, as Rod White likes to call it, very effective. 3-man front. Quarterback throws left side, and it's going to be way short. I think the receiver was on a different route than the quarterback thought he was. It wasn't even close on the sideline.
Probably for the best. Reese Winchester undercut that pattern. If it had been thrown well, he'd had 6.
No doubt, he was there. It was just basically on the ground. 2:47 to play with that incomplete pass.
Cole Weichel in for Mason Cochran on that outside linebacking position. 3rd down again for the Jackets. That seems, we've said that a lot, seemingly. 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
They've not had any 3rd and closes yet.
No question about it. So, and again, that just allows those defensive linemen to really come. And here they come. Got the blitz going, and we get them again.
Cole Weichel coming in off the bench fresh with a big sack.
That's the 3rd time in a row, Toby, on 3rd and long. We have just nailed them in the backfield.
And that's going to be 4th and forever.
And so we talked about their lack of punting, but they have to punt it.
Should end up with great field position out of it, though, Gary, really.
Yes.
Drew, Cody, and Zeke Glaspie are back, and they're standing on the 40 right here in front of us.
Now coming on to punt is going to be Myron O'Banner.
Is this the 3rd punt?
The 3rd punt. And not a bad punt. Line drive is going to chase us all the way back inside the 30-yard line, and that's where it's going to be blown dead. But as we mentioned, coming into the game tonight, only 9 punts all year, and now they've punted 3 times in the first quarter.
Well, we wanted them to make sure they got some practice out of it.
So
they're not getting enough reps during the season, so we're trying to help them out a little bit.
Hey, that's it. Just it's what neighbors do, right?
That's right. Just being considerate.
Yes, 1:57 to play. As our Maroon Devils will get the football back. And the good thing is we haven't punted yet.
And my wife tells me from across the field by herself over there that we have 135 yards rushing in the first quarter here.
Wow. And one of those on a big play from Josiah Glaspie that went, I think, about 70 yards plus.
Back to the I formation here.
And here we go around the right side. No, it's going to be the option. Now Reese pitches it back to Josh. This time Reese kept it, and Josh is close to a 1st down over at the 39-yard line.
That was the veer.
And a good option.
Out of the eye.
Yeah, good option with Reese running that play, and let's see if it's going to be enough for it. It looks good.
They're motioning the chains on, so that's a 1st down. So 145 now rushing for the Maroon Devils.
And that's what we do coming into the game, as we mentioned, averaging 271 yards on the ground, as we've now rushed for over 3,000 yards on the season. This time the toss goes to the left side. Here comes Glaspie again, as he's in a lot of traffic, but still gets about 6-7 yards out to the 45-yard line.
Boy, the one thing you got to love about him and Collins both is when they get in a crowd like that, they don't mind putting their head down and going for extra.
You're right.
If they got to carry some people with them, that's okay with them. And so that's 6 on 1st down. You'll take that any day of the week.
And that's just a good job by the guys up front. Again, they're blocking some big guys over there on the other side. As we mentioned, Owens at 6'1", 365 in the middle of their Yellow Jacket line. 2nd down, we need about 4. And it's going to be Glaspie coming right up the gut again. Going to be just shy of the 1st down. And on the tackle over there for the Yellow Jackets is going to be Jaquan Thomas, senior, with time for one more play before the first quarter comes to an end.
Jackets got a little bit more penetration that time and caused Josiah to have to freeze up and pick a hole. and that caused him not to get as much yardage as we've been accustomed to. Third and, what do you call that, 2?
Yep, third and about 2. Final play of the first quarter here. Maroon Devils up 14-0. As you listen on delayed broadcast, split backs behind Reese. He pitches. Here we go to the left side. Glaspie getting a block, and he gets the first down.
There's bodies flying all over the place down there, Gary.
Wow, we saw a lot of linemen up there leading the way, and they did. One of those big 59, NCHSAA was plowing ahead.
There's bodies everywhere. That's going to do it for the first quarter, though.
Yep, 1 quarter is in the bag. Maroon Devils up with a 14-0 lead. We'll be right back.
Hello viewers, my name is Audrey Zelinka and I'm one of your student correspondents with the Maroon Devils Network. This channel was created in 2014 and since then we've had over 430,000 views, but more than 75% of those have been non-subscribers. Right now our channel has a little over 2,400 subscribers, but we want to reach a goal of 5,000. To help us do this, you can like, subscribe, and share our videos. Thank you for watching the Maroon Devils Network.
1 quarter. First quarter, if we stopped right now, the Maroon Devils would have a 14-0 win. But, hey, we got 3 quarters to play, and this is the second round of the State 1A playoffs. As we mentioned, Bessemer City winning over South Stanley last week. Maroon Devils winning over Avery County, this time coming to the right side. Tight end Trent Jones over here on a wing. And we're going to run the other way. And still on his feet, doing a good job. Oh, we got a late flag over there. Maybe a late hit at the 35-yard line of Bessemer City.
He's down to the 36, if not 35. They all went out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. I can't find the white hat guy.
Yeah, it's going to be very close to a first down.
Looks like face mask on the Yellow Jackets.
Wow, that's definitely a first down.
That's going to tack 15 more on it. Oh, 5 more on it. Never mind.
So I guess one of those inadvertent face mask kind of penalties.
With the rate it's been going, it may have been one of those grab and hold on type.
Yes.
Because it's been blowing by people.
Right now, the Maroon Devils quickly up to the line of scrimmage here early in the second quarter. Knocking on the door again at the 31. Tossing, running to the right side again. Another big block on the corner out there. Josh cuts it back inside, and he's still on his feet. And another good gain and another good block out there.
Got a flag out here, though.
Uh-oh, Josiah Glaspie out here again trying to give Josh a little room to turn the corner.
And this talk it over.
This one might be a hold, Toby. We'll see.
Well, it's back at the 35 where the flag is.
Yeah, which is kind of in the neighborhood of a holding call.
Going forward, yep. It's declined.
Oh, it's going to be declined.
Oh, there's 2 flags.
Oh, that's the holding call, the second one.
All right, so it's going to go from the 28 to the 38.
Yep.
39.
Yep, the holding call is going to be assessed at the 39-yard line, and the Maroon Devils will have basically a first down and 20. So we start over, but we need a few more yards. Wing left side, split backs, and a whistle again.
What?
Not sure what this is about. Oh, we got maybe a guy needing some equipment repair, or maybe had a little blood on him, talking about NCHSAA. He has to come out for a play, and checking in is Noah Brown. Noah, a true freshman.
Noah's received a lot of playing time since moving up from JVs, and he's done a great job.
No kidding. Yeah, this young man can play. Toss. Glaspie again, left side. We're trying to push him around the corner, and there's Glaspie again. We got at least 10 of those yards back, Toby, down near the 30-yard line of Bessemer City.
Flag on the play, I believe.
Oh, man.
I'm looking for it. I don't see it, but we've stopped.
And again, they're kind of hard to pick up against that light brown Bermuda grass.
Yeah, it's on us.
Another hold. So coming back out now is going to be Noah Brown as NCHSAA got fixed up. And we have a breeze blowing here at Bessemer City, just outside of Gastonia.
That's picked up a little bit, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. But I had a couple of people ask me this week, where is Bessemer City? Well, down near Gastonia down here.
Yep.
And down the road from Shelby, to give you an idea. Maroon Devils split backs And we're going to run to the right side this time. Josh Collins cutting it back inside into the secondary as he carries down to the 31-yard line. A nice job before Tay Davis comes up with a tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
Looks like this one's going to stand. 10 yards from Collins.
So no flag on the play, And this season, Toby, it's hard to believe, but Josh has averaged about 9 yards per carry.
Yeah, he's been dynamite this year. This is one tremendous season for Josh that he's put together. He's been consistent all season long with what he's brought to the table for the Maroon Devils, and it's been awesome.
It really has. And this time it's going to be Glaspie right up the middle. He's into the secondary, and it's going to be basically caught from behind at the 20-yard line. That'll move the chains. Another Maroon Devil first down.
That's inside the red zone.
Yes, indeed. But talking about the season Josh has had, Toby, coming into this game, as you know, because, hey, you're the stat man, 193 carries, 1,743 yards, and 17 touchdowns.
He's slowly inching into the top 5 all-time rushing for a season at Swain. He's that close.
And he's having another good night tonight. Reese under center again. This time, Josh again. Between the tackles down to about the 14, just inside the 15-yard line with 10 minutes to play here in the first half.
Gain of 5, 4.
Looks like 4 or 5 is now checking in as Corey Stillwell with a play call from the sideline. But Maroon Devils very effective here in the first half. Wide left is going to be Keontae Graham. Wide right, Corey Stillwell. Reese checking out the defense before he gets under center here on second down at about 5. Reese rolling to the right side, looks over there and basically kind of threw this one away because I don't think he liked how Corey Stillwell was covered. He was covered pretty close.
I think Corey kept looking at the official like he wanted a flag, like he was being held.
Yeah.
And couldn't get out on that.
Yeah, that defender was had hands all over him, no question.
I'll tell you something, too, Gary, that's understated that we probably need to throw some light on is those receivers, Corey Stillwell, Keontae Graham, and James Arch have really emerged this season and given the Swain offense a whole new dimension to what they do. They've had some big games. I know Graham had a huge game last time out against Avery.
Yep.
With a season high in receptions and receiving yards and a couple of touchdowns to go on his resume as well.
Out of the I formation. We'll check those numbers in just a minute from those good receivers. Here comes Josh, just simply a toss sweep to the left side. There's another penalty flag in, and I have a bad feeling it's going to be another holding call.
Yeah, it's right at our feet over there.
Yeah. So now with 9:16 to play, we're probably going to be backing up. But you were talking about the receiving that we've had. Corey Stillwell, 11 catches, 224 yards. That's a 20-yard per catch average. And you were talking about Keontae Graham, also outstanding, 15 catches, 307 yards, almost 21 yards a catch.
Yeah, that stretches the field for a running game, big time.
It really does. When your receivers are averaging over 20 yards per reception. Now 3rd down and 15 here, Toby, after the penalty.
This has been a holding series.
Yes, it has. Just kind of out of the blue.
Yep.
We didn't see much early in the first quarter. And, Glaspie.
He fumbled.
And
they got it.
Loose football, and Bessemer City says they have it, and they do. There's the official call. He got hit. Looked like Toby right below his knees. He got hit, and I'm sure that's a tough place for any back to get hit, and that ball popped out.
Well, he hadn't secured the handoff yet, and they got penetration at his area and got him right in the shins, basically.
Yeah.
And so as he's falling forward, he's not got good possession. The ball squirts out, rolls forward, and Bessemer City's right there to jump on it. So first turnover of the game goes towards the Yellow Jackets' way, and the Maroon Devil defense back on the field needing to make a big stop.
Oh, no doubt.
But they've got 81 yards to go for pay dirt. So
at the 19-yard line, here they come right up the middle, and this time one of their better plays of the night. A play of about 8-9 yards out to the 27-yard line. So Bessemer City, I'm sure, trying to adjust on the fly and figure out how to make something work.
Well, I'll tell you, Gary, one of the things about it is I have a feeling that this team can score quick.
Yeah.
And so they never feel like they're out of anything.
You're right.
It just takes one play to get them back where they want to be. And Maroon Devils defense has got to be stingy and hang on here. They've had things their own way so far, but a big series here for the Yellow Jackets.
Sherman Holt talked about that on the coaches show this week, and this time Bessemer City runs to the right side, but great penetration by the Maroon Devils. A lot of people around the football, and Coach Holt talked about the big play possibility that Bessemer City represented, and that's something I'm sure they've really been aware of all night.
I can guarantee it. So 3rd and 2 now for the Yellow Jackets.
8:10 to play here in the second quarter. Maroon Devils up top 14-0. And let's see if our Maroon Devils can come up with a big stop here on 3rd and 2 as they bring Twins out to the left side. Only one man in the backfield with the quarterback in there, Chastain. And they're going to call timeout. Yeah, I'm not sure they were sure about their formation.
They wanted to see what we came up with against their formation there, and they called timeout to talk about it. So.
And you know, that's the first time tonight, Toby. I think we've only seen one back in the backfield and 3 wide receivers on the set. So, I don't think they were comfortable with that.
Right. They, I'm sure, would love to spread you out, take advantage of any cracks they get in their speed to go the distance right here. But nonetheless, Maroon Devils with a 14-0 lead here in the second quarter. We're halfway through it. Again, coming to you on tape delay because this is a National Federation, NFHS, high school that does their broadcasting with no broadcasters, which I can understand getting rid of you and I. But they have basically the same camera that the team uses to film the game with for their game film, and they stream it across their network. And when there's a school that does that, we're not allowed to broadcast live because they own the rights. So no matter what we try to pay, we couldn't do it.
So
that was not the case last week at home because we don't do that. We stream on our network.
Yep. And next week, of course, here come the Yellow Jackets, and they try to turn the corner, and they do. And this might be their first down of the ball game. They said the ball popped out, but the official said it was caused by the ground, according to his signal.
Okay. I think they got a first down on that long pass play.
Yes.
So this will be the second one.
So that's right, second first down. You're right. Second one here in the first half, 7:42 to play here. So the Yellow Jackets now trying to move the football at the 35-yard line of Bessemer City. We've been doing a pretty good job up front on defense. And here they come running in. There's the quickness, popping it for very close to another first down. It's going to be Anthony Smith. And, you know, he's 5'7", 200 pounds, Toby, but, man, he's got really quick feet.
Yeah, I started to say, as you can see, he's got some speed. He gets up and goes. So, Maroon Devils got to shut that down. 2nd and 1 here, a down almost to play with for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if they take a deep shot, knowing that they've got 3rd and probably 4th at this juncture to get that 1 yard if they want it.
Brandon Frost coming in at that defensive end spot. So again, 2nd down and short. And they're going to hand off and just try to run straight ahead. And they get the first down with that. Down near the 50-yard line. So again, they're moving the chains. This is their most impressive drive of the night on offense.
No doubt about it. That was Uford and Skeet Cookin on the tackle. But not before he got 3 or 4 for the first down. Near midfield now. So the Yellow Jackets, a little bit of momentum here, a little bit of life.
Yes. You were talking about Skeet Cook, Toby. A good season, 43 tackles on the year. Doing a good job. Skeet, only a sophomore. Got a man in motion here, and he's going to get the ball on the jet sweep as they turn the right corner right in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. And again, they're starting to get some offensive momentum here with the football.
They certainly are finding their way all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the good things about a game like this, Gary, is the Maroon Devils got to stay locked in. This team counts on one defensive letdown mentally for them to find pay dirt. So you got to stay keyed in the whole time mentally.
You can't lose focus because, again, they have that big play capability. They're going to run to the right side this time. They cut it back inside. Mason Chastain, and there is a penalty flag on the play.
That's in the area of holding.
Yeah.
As many as they called on our series, you almost have to feel like it's probably holding.
Yeah, that's been their favorite penalty here tonight, as they were very close. Probably had a first down, but
holding.
This is coming back. Yeah, this is coming back.
It's going to go from the old line of scrimmage.
5.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Maroon Devils still up 14-0, and now the Yellow Jackets are going to be back in the hole with that penalty. They're going to spot it just shy of the 40, about the 44-yard line, so second down and 15. But again, a good crowd of Maroon Devil fans here on the road. Matter of fact, we have more fans than the homestanding Yellow Jackets. Quarterback wants to throw. Chastain in and out of the hands of Tay Davis, who had some room down there on that slant pattern, Toby, but just couldn't hang on. That was close.
Yeah, it was. It was also close to being intercepted.
Yes, yes, it was.
Once it went through the hands, there was Reese Winchester again. He's going to get one of those eventually.
Tay, again, a good target at 6'3". They have some tall receivers. Tay Davis at 6'3", Myron O'Banner at 6'2". So, but now it's going to bring up third down and 15.
Big third down.
Yes. Only one man in the backfield. Chastain hands off, a reverse, and here come the Maroon Devils, and all the way over on the sideline. What a play. As we really had good pursuit in there.
Cole Weichel had that read from the get-go.
He chased him all the way to the sideline, and Reese came up for help.
He chased him flat to the sideline so he couldn't turn up field, and Josiah and Reese came on to make sure he couldn't get turned up. They lost more yardage out of that one, and so now they will punt for the fourth time tonight.
Wow. So, again, this is going to be a game of more punts than they've had in any game all year. Maroon Devils back to return, 5:09 to play in the second quarter. And now they're a man short.
Well, I don't know what the play clock is because we don't have one.
That's it. There's no play clock. They're telling them to hurry up, get on the field. Because
he's not counting that I can see back there either.
Oh, here comes the punt, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield again.
Guess who?
This is Josh Collins. Wow.
That man again. That's the danger when you do the run-out punt, you know?
Yeah.
If you get outside of your blocking scheme, then they can get you. And that happened that time. So the Maroon Devils turn a negative into a positive.
What a
with
play.
Their first turnover. They get the ball back just about where they were when they turned it over.
That's it. So the Maroon Devils just get the football back a little later than when they had it up here before. 5:06 to go, 14-0 lead. It's going to be at the 28-yard line of Bessemer City. Here we go with the split backs. Reese turns, pitches. Josh Collins got some blocks, got some room down inside the 10-yard line is Josh Collins. And again, Toby, you know that's so simple. Just a toss sweep to the right side, but good blocking makes it work.
Boy, they had an alley for him that time. It took the safety to come along and root that out. But he's at the 10, so that'll be first and goal from the 10 for the Maroon Devils on the big run by Collins.
So now up to the line of scrimmage again quickly. Reese under center, tosses left side. It's going to be Glaspie this time. Josh trying to block for him. And Josiah turns the corner and gets a few yards way over on the other side of the field.
Looks like he's down to about the 6.
Yeah, that looks about right. I will say this, Toby. We don't have the best viewing, but it's better than the last time we came down here. We were down there on that grassy knoll.
We were on the grassy knoll.
And it was a challenge. Here we go. Maroon Devils second down and goal from the 6-yard line. I formation. Reese will toss it. Here we go. Right side. Collins cuts inside. Is he in? Is he in?
Touchdown.
Yes, touchdown Maroon Devils. Oh, their safety not happy about that over there. Mason Chastain having a word with the official, but it's not going to help. That's a touchdown, folks.
Yep.
And that makes it a 20-0 Maroon Devil lead with 4:12 to play in the second quarter.
Lanning on for another PAT attempt.
He has been spot on here tonight.
Another one of those players who's done nothing but get better as the season's gone on.
Oh, got a whistle and a high snap, but probably Bessemer City offside. Yep.
So you just decline that and kick it, right?
That's it. You can move it half the distance, but what's that, a yard?
Yeah. Just don't want to do anything to throw your kicker off at this point.
That's it.
He's going to take it and move up. Brandon's a brave guy. But back to him, he's improved so much as the season's gone on, Gary, really.
He has. Very consistent with his PATs. High snap.
Good
Getting
job
it down.
by Cody.
Oh, it's going to be blocked. Andrew Cody got it down, but the high snap threw off the timing, and so that was going to be blocked. And we're going to go to a timeout. 4:12 to play in the second quarter, but our Maroon Devils up 20-0 over Bessemer City. We'll be right back. Fans, we return to Bessemer City, home of the Yellow Jackets here on the Hive. They like to call their stadium here. And our Maroon Devils with a very impressive first half, 20-0 lead. Here comes another short kick on the ground, and Bessemer City on this one quickly. And Toby, I think they're kind of looking for that as they covered that one without any problem.
Yeah.
So, we've seen a couple of loose balls here.
They got that one. Third time wasn't the charm.
That's it. So now it's going to be Yellow Jackets ball, 4:10 to play.
And they are right at midfield. Maybe a football shy of midfield.
So they are in good field position here. And they moved the ball better on their last offensive possession than they have all night. But let's see if our Maroon Devils can slow that momentum down. And they're going to come out running the football. And again, not a bad job down inside Maroon Devil territory here on first down.
LD Luquire closed down on that one real quick after about 2.
I tell you, LD's, he is a big man up front. LD, 5'9", 312-pound junior.
That was Smith on the carry, their workhorse. Although he rotates out about every 2 plays.
He does. Anthony Smith.
He's rotating out now, limping a little bit.
Yeah, he is kind of. That's not good news for them. Their lead rusher.
He's taking some shots.
He has.
Maroon Devils are trying to tee off on him.
He has been hit. This time their back is going to be hit in the backfield and spun around. Mason Chastain, the senior.
And come on now.
There's a late flag.
You can't throw that.
That's going to be a late hit.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Blow the whistle.
Yep. That is very late. Very late. And the Maroon Devil fans voicing their unhappiness with that flag.
And I was just getting ready to interject that the officials probably want to blow their whistle a little quicker.
Yeah.
Because we are getting to the ball.
That's it. And it's just a slow whistle more so than a late hit.
I don't disagree with the call. I just disagree with them not blowing the whistle.
That's it.
If they blow the whistle, it doesn't happen.
Exactly. There you go. So that moves the football to the best field position for Bessemer City tonight, down to the Maroon Devil 33-yard line. 3:19 to play. Yellow Jackets, according to the clock, only have 1 timeout left. So
yeah, they've spent 2.
Yeah. So that's something they're going to have to be aware of. Our cheerleaders leading the fans and the Maroon Machine chant. And the Yellow Jackets, 3 wide receivers, but they're going to hand off and run it again over the right side this time again. Mason Chastain, their 5'8", 195-pound senior. He's the fullback in this set.
And that was Ufert again, who was actually on the ground. And the guy tried to run, I guess didn't see him.
I tell you.
NCHSAA got him, tackled him.
If you're around NCHSAA, he's going to hit you. So, yeah, you don't want to run into his territory. 2.5 minutes to play now. Again, Yellow Jackets not really in any hurry here, with the clock becoming somewhat of a factor inside the 35-yard line.
Smith back in the game.
Chastain to throw.
There's
plenty of time down the middle, and going to be incomplete.
They broke it up themselves.
They did.
Two guys in the same vicinity. There's a flag on the play, though, that's going to be holding, no doubt about it. And so see what the Devils do if they decline it or accept it. That's holding on them. We're going to decline it.
Yeah. So the head official holding call declined.
Where's he going to spot the ball?
And it's going to be spotted at about,
is that right?
Let's see, about the 32-yard line. Yeah.
So 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Of course, here in 4-down territory, Toby, as we mentioned, with 2:13 to play, clock stopped right now. This time again, 3 wide receivers. Maroon Devils coming after Chastain. The quarterback throws over the middle, got his man, a little screen play over the middle and inside the 20-yard line. It's going to be Jashawn Thomas, their senior wide receiver.
Corey Stillwell tracked him down over there.
And Thomas, a very able receiver, 23 catches, 310 yards on the season for 6 touchdowns for the Yellow Jackets. But now, first down at the 18-yard line, 2 minutes to play. And they are starting to make some noise inside the red zone. Maroon Devils up 20-0. This time Chastain hands off. Back of the lineup is going to be Anthony Smith. And he is gang tackled a lot of
his
hats.
helmet. And there's a flag on the play. What do you want to bet that's on us?
I have a feeling you're right. A lot of hats around the football, though, Toby. We're getting a lot of guys up in that line of scrimmage.
So they're talking about it, trying to look and see what the flag is.
Yeah, let's see
Bessemer
if
City's backing up. Personal foul face mask.
That's why his helmet came off. So that's going to give Bessemer City a first down now with 1:39 before halftime. And that's going to be down inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal.
Yeah, their first trip into the red zone.
Yes.
And on top of that, they're deep in the red zone.
Yes.
To the 8.
So big penalty. So let's see if the Maroon Devils can come up with a big stand here with, again, 1:39 to play.
Both backs in. Nope. Yep, both backs in.
This time, Chastain wants to throws over the middle. Ball knocked up in the air and intercepted. Here we come back with the football. Penalty flag on the return. That's probably going to be a block. But again, there's Corey Stillwell. He picked off a deflected pass. Big play.
The flag will not take away the turnover. It will back us up probably because there's probably a clip or a hold or something on when you transition from defense to offense all of a sudden.
That's it. But again, Corey Stillwell very much aware of the play. The ball was knocked up in the air. He grabs it and takes off, and we're going to be back inside the 10. But
And I believe you said at the start of the show that he had 2 interceptions on the season and 17 touchdowns. So that was a fortuitous play by the Maroon Devils. The field position is not the best at the 4, but a chance to at least run out the first half clock, first pass of the game.
And we throw it out to the sideline, going to be incomplete. And the good thing is, Toby, we kept them off the scoreboard with that turnover.
Yes.
As we try to throw over there to Zeke Glaspie, going to be incomplete with 1:23 to go. So not your typical goal line stand, but a pick at about the goal line is still pretty big.
Yeah, it was huge. I don't know who got a hand on that. That'd be interesting to know if that was Insay Uford out there. It was his vicinity, and he's big enough, tall enough for that to have been him.
He is.
It'd be nice to know.
Reese on the shotgun. He kind of does a push pass over on the sideline. There's Collins with a first down. Finally forced out of bounds and very late. There's a late flag. There's a late flag as they pushed. They had Josh on the sideline and kept pushing him as he was out of bounds.
All the way to the drainage hole.
Yes.
So that's going to add 15 to the Collins run, which was enough for a first down and get us out of the shadow of the goal line.
That's it. So now we're still with 1:13 to play. We still have 2 timeouts, Toby, so this drive could go somewhere.
I think now, if you're Sherman Holt and his staff, now you can go for the touchdown. If you're at the 4, you want to get out of the shadow of the end zone to get a punt off and not hurt yourself. But now I think we can, like you say, with the 2 timeouts, now you can go and be aggressive.
They're sneaking up, showing blitz over there on the right side. Reese to throw. Got his man quick.
There's a face mask.
And
called.
Yeah.
That was, who was that? Glaspie.
That's Glaspie, and there is a face mask. There is
That's
a flag on the field.
That was almost enough for first down, probably, and that'll move it into Yellow Jacket territory.
Yes. Should be an automatic first down on the face mask.
And at this point, you got to ask yourself, if we can take it down with under a minute right here and score, does it break their back?
I think so. I really do.
And it's one of those things you ask because you pointed out before we started that the margin of score in their games was never close.
Right.
Either way. And so they've been blown out some. So at what point do they say we're getting blown out? You know, it's time for basketball season, that type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're right. You're right. If they go into the locker room down 27-0 at halftime, I think it's a backbreaker. And
especially when they had it on the 8.
They did.
Trying to score and make it a 2-score ball game again.
Yep. What little momentum they had, we took it right away.
Yeah, that interception was huge deal. Big backbreaker. Now we've got in our spread set Collins and Winchester in the backfield. They flared Josiah out here with Zeke on the same sideline, and then Corey Stillwell's on the other side.
And that's a dangerous twin set over here again with Zeke and Josiah on the same side.
And they've got, like I say, Corey on that side. Looks like he's single man up over there.
Yes. Got man coverage over there as well. Reese in the shotgun. Looking to throw, fires. Oh, it's intercepted. Picking it right off and bringing it back over there is going to be Mason Chastain. And he's going down the sideline.
Destroyed over there.
He sure did.
By Josh Collins.
Right in front of the bench. He got hammered with 46 seconds to play. So Chastain again, that one hit him right in the numbers.
And so it'll be Yellow Jacket ball, first and 10 from the 44 of Bessemer City.
And
not quite the 8, but still, they've now got 46 seconds with a timeout.
With a timeout.
To do just what we said about putting back to 2 scores.
Yes, and I think this gives them that little glimmer of hope that, hey, guys, we're still in it.
We're still alive.
Yeah. So now, slow getting the play in, and again, we haven't seen much signal. We do see the judge back there now looking at his watch because they're keeping the time on the field because there's no play clock. And Maroon Devils trying to get Nolan Fisher back on the field.
Not sure what that was about. I guess they sent LD off.
Yep, he comes off.
So they gave us time to sub because of that.
And they're going to run again. Here comes Smith. And he gets a good run, but he's, the football popped out, but the whistle had blown.
The whistle. And we're still tackling. Tackling.
And the clock is still running. Now they start to get up to the line of scrimmage. They're not very quick with their 2-minute offense, so to speak.
And considering they've got play bands on their wrists.
Yeah.
They should be able to get those fired off pretty quickly.
Down to 18 seconds before the ball is snapped. Chastain rolling, now reverses field. Now he's in trouble. Now he throws to the sideline, got his man, but he stays in bounds instead of trying to get out of bounds with only 5 seconds left. And the clock is still running.
They're going to take their final timeout or just let it run out? That was Lucas Sutton with a big tackle as he did turn back inside away from 2 Maroon Devils, and Sutton was there to greet him. 3 seconds on the clock. I guess we've got a timeout.
Yeah, timeout. Bessemer City.
Their final one to take it into the half. So unfortunate break for the Maroon Devils there to have been able to put that thing up to 27 or 28-0.
Yeah. But I'm surprised, Toby, that their receiver did not, that close to the sideline, didn't try to get out of bounds and save it for another play.
I'm sure they run the play for him to do that.
Yes.
All he had to do was step to his right, and he cut back to the left.
So now time for one more, basically probably some kind of Hail Mary pass down the field with 3 seconds.
So Maroon Devils will probably back several people off deep. Looks like Josh Collins and Corey Stillwell, Keontae Graham, Josiah Glaspie are all going back there.
Yeah, Cole Weichel back there with them, and so we're playing center field. And again, one back in the backfield with Chastain, 3 wide receivers. And a whistle as the ball is snapped.
And they got to get Insay out for some reason. Be interested to know why they keep sending the players out.
Yeah, I don't know if his chin strap is not working or if he's got some blood somewhere, but he has to come out again.
They don't seem to be tending to him.
No, I don't think it's a blood issue.
I don't know what it was. Anyway, Drew Skaggs in to
got a man. Now they line up trips on the right side. Now they're rolling to the right side. Chastain looking. Clock is running out, and he's actually going to be sacked as they could not even get the pass away.
Skeet Cook tracking him down out there, and Grady Lewis again way back at the Bessemer City 46. But that'll do the first half of play.
Fans, stay tuned. We've got the third quarter coming up. Our Maroon Devils up 20-0 here at Bessemer City. All right.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of things helped get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
Fans, welcome back. Just about ready to get the second half underway here on a breezy. You know, the temperature is not that cold, but the wind chill factor has really dropped the temperature down, and folks are probably weren't expecting this coming down, Toby. But, hey, it's been a hot first half for the Maroon Devils, and we're running the football really well.
Yeah, 22 carries, Gary, for 248 yards for the Maroon Devils. Josh Collins, 11 carries, 109. And Josiah Glaspie, 11 carries, 139.
Wow.
So spread out. Now, this is unbelievable to me. Bessemer City, 21 carries as a team, minus 4 yards.
Man, those big sacks.
Yep. Take it away. Their big running back, Anthony Smith, 10 carries, 31 yards, his longest 9 yards.
Man.
So keeping them within that 10-yard box, big deal.
And that's, I think that's been one of the keys of the first half, Toby, is we have not allowed them to really get outside hardly at all and break a big play.
Yeah, they've run 31 plays for 36 yards, 4 of 10 passing. We've ran 26 for 258.
Wow.
And we get the ball first. That's the good news.
And we have a 20-0 lead. You look at those stats, and they're only averaging just over a yard per play.
Yeah.
That says a lot about our defense.
It sure does. It's been a good night for the defense, to be honest with you, all the way around. The Maroon Devils missed some opportunities, though.
Yeah.
They left some points out on the field. We were talking about there at the half that could have very well easily have been 38-0 right here instead of 20.
You're right.
So the Maroon Devils get it first. Let's see what they do with it, and this will be the first time we've seen Bessemer City kick off. So will they return the favor on onside kick, or will they kick it deep? We've got Reese Winchester deep. Zeke and Josiah Glaspie are stationed at the 20, and Josh Collins is directing traffic from the 30-yard line.
And they do have a pretty good kicker. They've had 3 touchbacks on the year, so they have the ability at least to kick it in the end zone. We'll see what they do. But we have some pretty good return guys. But they're going to kick it down toward the right sideline. We pick it up at the 25, and nice little shake and bake out across the 30-yard line, and a good quick return over there by Zeke Glaspie.
Yeah, Zeke doing some good footwork there.
Yeah. Gets
about 8 yards out of that. So the Maroon Devils will set up shop at the 32, their own 32, 1st and 10. So let's see what the Maroon Devils do here on this opening possession, and after the half, what they've talked about, what adjustments they've made. There's not been a whole lot that's given them a ton of difficulty on offense.
No. And the thing of it is, Toby, I hope we can establish that momentum that we did in the first quarter early.
Yep.
And here we come. Right up the gut again. It's going to be Josiah Glaspie for about 9 yards out to the 41-yard line. That's a pretty good start.
That's a great start. It's a great start. So it'll be 2nd and 1.
And we were averaging, I think, about 10 yards or maybe a little more per play in the first half.
Yep.
Great rushing attack. 2nd down and 1. Early in the third quarter. Split backs right behind Reese. And here comes Josh looking for a hole. Now he busts it outside. And they go outside with him, though, and we don't get a whole lot on that 2nd down.
No, it got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 1 from there. That was pardon the pun, but a whole swarm of Yellow Jackets on that one.
Well, they do call it the Hive, so
yeah.
You're right on target. So, again, Josh tried to find a little lane to run through, a little gap, couldn't find anything, and the Yellow Jackets did kind of spring that play out. So, and by the way, we appreciate our good friends taking care of us here.
Oh.
So now, 3rd down and 1. Toss left side. Glaspie got the corner down inside the 50-yard line running hard.
Like another face mask. High tackle on that one. Glaspie with the 1st down.
I tell you, sometimes, Josiah has some different moves. And sometimes he runs with his upper body and his head high.
Yeah.
So, and he is just interesting to watch run when he gets the ball.
Yeah, and it's kind of beating a dead horse, but he's another one who's gotten better all season long with more and more confident in what he's doing.
Yes, he really has. He didn't run the ball that much early in the year.
Well, he was injured, and he's finally healthy.
Yeah, and that's a big part of it, and he gets the call again. And after getting the 1st down, we're now carrying the football down inside the 45-yard line of Bessemer City.
Straight veer dive out of the I formation. Josiah keeps it, goes ahead for 6 yards. So 2nd and 4, pretty much just as they've drawn it up.
Good drive to get this third quarter going our way.
That was over Fisher and Skaggs over there on the right side.
This
they ran that play.
Trent lines up on that wing on the right side, and here comes Glaspie again, right up the middle. He's into the secondary. Look out. Nobody's going to catch him. Another touchdown. Maroon Devils a 26-0 lead.
No flags, so it'll stand. Coach Holt wants to go for 2 right here to even things back up after the blocked extra point last time. And so the offense will stay on the field and work a 2-point conversion right here. Great job of accelerating through the hole by Josiah on that play.
Man, when he gets into the secondary, Toby, it's like he has another gear.
He definitely does. Another gear.
He got past the linebackers, and nobody really had a shot at him at all. All right, we got twins on the right, got one on the right, got split backs, and looks like it's going to be Reese on the toss. Glaspie, is he in?
Yeah,
yes.
He split the 2 defenders and got in thanks to a good block out there by Graham. And so that squares it back up where it should be at 28-0 for the Devils.
Maroon Devils in control now. 9:14 to play in the third quarter. 28-0. And again, the winner of this game will be going over to Graham County at Big Oak Stadium Friday night to take on the Robbinsville Black Knights. We already know Robbinsville won because they played Thursday night, because there were a couple of games around the state that played Thursday because some folks were worried about the potential for rain, and in the mountains we didn't get a whole lot.
I think it rained a little bit more yesterday than it did today, to be honest with you.
Exactly. So not a big factor, but Robbinsville had an easy win. Some other teams that are winning, of course, by the time you listen to this broadcast, you'll know what the brackets are and everything, but Murphy winning right now over Bishop McGuinness, East Randolph leading Hayesville. Right now, Mitchell leading Mount Airy. We hope that stands, but again, these are all just halftime scores. And again, you're listening to this by delayed broadcast as Brendan Lanning will kick it off for the Maroon Devils here.
And that's been a bit of an adventure tonight as to what the Maroon Devils are going to do with it, and it's another squib kick. Got
a high bounce, but this time Bishop McGuinness they do the smart thing, Toby.
Yeah.
They secure the ball and hit the ground.
Yes, absolutely.
And that reduces any chance of a turnover.
Right. But you're catching it on the hop and then trying to convert that into a run, and that's a lot of intangibles right there, to be honest with you. And oncoming traffic.
and some bad things can happen.
Yeah. And those guys in white and maroon have evil intentions.
Yes, they do. They're coming hard and fast. Still 9:12 to play. Kind of a slow-moving football game, really. considering both teams, for the most part, are staying on the ground. And here come the Yellow Jackets as they're going to run around the left side this time. Popping it out there is going to be Anthony Smith, and he gets popped to the sideline pretty quick for not much, if any, gain at all.
That was Glaspie, Sutton, Cook, all on the carry. Cole Weichel out there as well, turning things back in from his outside linebacker spot. And you're dead on, 1 yard gain out of all that running for Smith.
Yeah, he ran a lot to east and west, but not much north and south. Again, Skeet Cook leading the charge over there with help. And one thing I'm really impressed with, Toby, we're getting a lot of hats around the football.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of gang tackling, back to throw, over the middle. Pass is going to be complete. And it's going to be a short gain down there to Tay Davis.
Interestingly enough, Davis just takes the yardage he's got and sits down.
Yeah, that's it. So it's going to bring up third down and still about 4 yards to go here on third down.
One of the more manageable third downs for the Yellow Jackets, though, really good.
Yes, you're right. They've been in a lot of third and long situations, and that really lets our defense tee off.
Like
Chastain back to throw. That's it.
Now he's running for his life again. Weichel runs him out of bounds as Ufert barely missed him again, and it's going to be fourth down. They're short.
And again, as we said coming in, they haven't punted much all year, but boy, they have really had some punting practice tonight as Myron O'Banner, number 11, comes in for, I think this is his fourth punt. And they had 9 all season. Got a couple of Maroon Devils dropping back. Corey Stillwell dropping back.
Oh, there's the fake.
Yep.
And that didn't work.
And it did not work. We saw that coming.
Right there.
What a great play up front. Our defensive front, Toby, has been fantastic tonight.
They have been the star of the game so far.
They really, really have. And that's a fake punt. Got absolutely zero.
Fooled no one.
No. It's almost like we saw it coming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's simple to say, but I guess when you're, talking about getting ready for an opponent, look out for that. Because, as we mentioned, they haven't punted much all year, but it's just a crazy situation. Now coming back in on the offensive line, Nolan Fisher. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Maroon Devils in control right now, 28-0. And here comes Reese Winchester running it himself around the left side. And wow, he almost broke it, ran out of real estate over there, had to dance out of bounds. But Reese, when he gets some room, has some really quick feet.
Yeah, that shows you his athleticism right there.
Yeah.
The acceleration he had right at the line of scrimmage is what made that play. They felt like they had him hemmed up. I'm sure a lot of people, they did have him hemmed up this year that way. And Reese just put on a burst of speed and was through there for a big gainer.
He really did. So it's all the way down to the 20-yard line now. Knocking on the red zone door. 7:45 to play, third quarter.
And this from the spread set instead of the eye.
Here comes
Reese just going to run it again.
Yep, he's going to run to the right side this time.
And that's
they get to
collar.
him. Yeah, that's Rico Logan. And yeah, is he still down?
Reese is up. It's their player.
Oh, it's their guy that's down. Yeah, white pants.
After the horse collar. So, no penalty on the play. Got a yard out of it.
So now the clock stopped at 7.5 minutes to play here on this second round playoff contest. Fans, stay with us. We'll be back as our Maroon Devils have a 28-0 lead here on the Maroon Devils Network. fans, welcome back. Bessemer City, their injured player, walking off under his own power. That's a good sign. We hope he's going to be okay. This is potentially the last game of the season. One of these teams will finish up the year right here. As our Maroon Devils throw left side and got our man over here on the left sideline and all the way in. Touchdown. It's going to be touchdown, Keontae Graham. So our Maroon Devils do this one in the air raid as Toby, we get one that way. So a good job, Keontae over on the left side, made a couple of good moves out there with the football, and he's another good open field runner.
Those short screens that they opened the Avery game with were dynamite last week. That was one of them right there again, and it just shows the athleticism of those folks out there, Graham in particular, and being able to find open running room.
Keontae, that is his 6th touchdown reception on the season, and we're going to throw it in the end zone for a couple, and it's going to be caught.
Cole Weichel.
I tell you, Cole Weichel, that makes him happy. So Cole getting on the scoreboard, reaching his 6'4" frame up to pull that one in, and our Maroon Devils are just all over Bessemer City, 36-0.
That snap was low. Drew Cody doing an excellent job. Knew he couldn't get it on the tee enough for Brendan to kick it. Just rolled on out of there. Usually yell fire drill on that, and the tight end's release. And so obviously that worked to perfection that time as Weichel in position for the 2-point conversion. And Maroon Devils all over Bessemer City at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say, Toby. On both sides of the ball, our Maroon Devils have been impressive on offense, outstanding on defense when you pitch a shutout here in the second round of the state playoffs. So this has been just a total team effort.
Yeah, it has. It's been impressive, to be honest with you. And Lanning to kick again. It's been an interesting strategy that they've used with kickoffs, but it's worked.
Yeah, first time we've seen this all season.
It shows what kind of confidence they have in their defense.
Yeah, our Maroon Devil defense has been you can't get any better when you're seeing a goose egg on the Bessemer City scoreboard. Here's Brendan. And this one's going to be kicked deep. And, man, as he booted deep, this one's going to go in the end zone.
Touchback. Attaboy, Brendan.
That's, I tell you, that shows the versatility, I guess, of our kicking game here tonight.
Absolutely. Good job.
And nice work by Brendan Lanning. 7:12 to play. Maroon Devils up 36-0, and now we'll be back on defense. And our front has just been dominant. Is the word I'm thinking, because we've had so many big third down and long plays in their backfield.
And honestly, that's 2 weeks in a row where they've been dominant, Gary, because last week against Avery it was the same deal. They were dominant up there. Avery unable to do anything offensively.
You said it. You said it. Now it's going to be back to throw. They're going to hit their man, and that's going to be one of their – we got a whistle.
He dropped it.
This ball is on the ground, going to be incomplete. And good sportsmanship over there as Keontae Graham helps up the intended receiver, Achilles Littlejohn. Incomplete. As we mentioned, Chastain, the quarterback, 5'9", only a sophomore for Bessemer City. But 17 touchdown passes is nothing to sneeze at, and you got to respect that.
Absolutely. He struggled tonight, though. He's been under fire from the get-go.
He has.
And Maroon Devils able to bring that pressure with 3 most times. And if you can bring it with 3 and cover with 8, you're in good shape.
Here he goes back to throw again, rolling to the right side, looking, now fires. Got his man this time as just behind the linebackers is Jashawn Thomas, and that's his 24th catch on the season.
Stillwell and Lewis drug him down, but not before they got a first down out of that.
First down and 10. The chains will move.
And again, I don't know if that was a designed rollout or not, but he had some pressure coming from L.D. Luquire that time that flushed him out to this side.
Yes, he did. Again, our front 3, like Coach White likes to call it, that wolf front, they have just been outstanding. And we pick another one off down the left sideline. Here we go with the football. Brandon Frost had dropped off. And, wow, here we go again. Maroon Devil defense is just smothering Bessemer City right now.
What we got here, the officials with a flag.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what that's about.
I don't think Brandon Frost is happy. I don't think Brandon Frost is happy as he throws the ball back over to the official. And But great play.
We'll get a hold on Bessemer City. It's declined. Our ball, 1st and 10. They marked him out of bounds, it looks like on the 30. So he stepped out a little earlier than he thought he did. So
a good job again, Brandon Frost, one of those seniors. And the way it's looking right now, Toby, I know the game is not over, but these seniors going to be playing at least one more week.
Another week.
And we hope more.
And you have to assume it's the game the Maroon Devils wanted.
Exactly.
After 2 weeks ago, you have to feel like it's one that they'd like to have back. And now they get that chance to get it back. Spread formation again. Stroman in the backfield, I believe, this time, or is that Josh? Another screen to Grantham.
Yeah, it's going to be Keontae over here on the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. But again, a good gain. And
10.
And Toby, you're right. And I think talking to the folks just briefly in Robbinsville, they want to play us again too.
Well, it was a good ball game.
It was.
The place was packed.
Oh,
great crowd.
Packed.
A lot on the line. Both teams played well. Both defenses stood out.
They did. They did. Defense dominated. Really, just 2 or 3 big plays of the whole night.
Defensive plays.
Yeah.
Interception, returns for touchdown.
That's it. Here we
go.
go.
On the outside, and he can scoop.
And he is so close. They force him out of bounds over there, but what a good run by James Stroman. And he's had a pretty good year as well.
He's had 351
yards, averaging 6 yards a carry and 4 touchdowns. And
it was Stroman who came in for Glaspie when Glaspie was injured. There's a span there where Josiah didn't play 1 week, dressed the next week but didn't play, and then only played defense. And Stroman played starting running back those 3 weeks and had great weeks.
He really did. Yeah, another really solid senior on this Maroon Devil football team, and we have some really good seniors. One of those, Josh Collins, right beside another senior, Reese Winchester in the shotgun. Reese with the option, pitches over to Josh, turns the corner, and that's going to be that's Stroman again. That's James Stroman again. Almost took it in.
Somebody's hid Josh's helmet. He's over here on the sidelines.
I tell you, if anybody deserves a break, it's Josh Collins.
But to show you what kind of kid he is, he's out there halfway on the field cheering for James Stroman.
Yes.
Signaling touchdown.
And we're just 1 yard away with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter from making this a 42-0 ball game. And Stroman going to be in the backfield again. And he's going to get the call, and I think he's got it. Yes, touchdown, Maroon Devils. And, hey, the way James was running on that drive, he deserved to get that touchdown. Really, really good running. And again, our offensive line and defensive line have really dominated the line of scrimmage both ways.
No doubt about it. And it looks like Brendan Lanning may be finished for the night. And we've got Owen Craig on to attempt an extra point.
And Owen, a senior. And, of course, outstanding soccer player. Snap down, kick is up, and this one's going to be a little short or a little right. And it's going to be no good. But right now with 4:47 to play, a 42-0 Maroon Devil lead, as you can see on that scoreboard through the camera of Joe Holt here on a Friday night second-round playoff game. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back with more on the Maroon Devils Network.
Hello, viewers. My name is Audrey Zelinka, and I'm one of your student correspondents with the Maroon Devils Network. This channel was created in 2014, and since then we've had over 430,000 views, but more than 75% of those have been non-subscribers. Right now our channel has a little over 2,400 subscribers, but we want to reach a goal of 5,000. To help us do this, you can like, subscribe, and share our videos. Thank you for watching the Maroon Devils Network.
Fans, here we go. Brendan Lanning he has had a fun night kicking off. We've seen one go into the end zone. We've seen some almost onside looking kicks, and this one is going to be one of those squib kicks, and this time it gets through, and Bessemer City finally lands on the football, but it's way back inside the 25-yard line, Toby. So that squib kick was not their best effort handling that one.
And if you ask yourself, why are we doing that, there's your answer.
That's it.
Right there.
That's it.
Because that ball is free. We had chances at 3 kickoffs of recovering those and flipping the game all the way on its head, including the opening kickoff.
Yeah, And we almost got a couple of them.
But now they take over on their 20, what is that, 23?
Yep, about the 23-yard line. Yeah, first down and 10. But again, time is, well, let's face it, when you're down 42-0, even time can't save you right now. You're going to have a miracle as they come out running the football to the left side, and the Maroon Devils are still getting a lot of guys around the football. One of those over there right now looks like a new man. Is that Cameron George over there on the tackle?
Yeah, he and Lucas Sutton and Weichel in on that, but 4 yards for Smith, he's had a decent game. He's up to about 40 yards rushing, but those sacks have been a killer for the team.
No doubt. Coming in, Smith was averaging 128 yards a game on the ground, but you're right. When you subtract all those big sacks on the backfield, that kind of messes up your stats, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Now here's the deep throw.
Oh, and it's going to be in a crowd.
Oh, Zeke almost had that one.
Oh, boy. Double coverage back there, Toby. Yeah, back there was Corey Stillwell and Zeke, and Zeke got a hand on it.
He almost caught it.
Yes, he did. That's a dangerous throw.
Yeah.
And double coverage back there. They're trying to get it to Achilles Littlejohn. And but our Maroon Devils, who have a superior crowd here tonight at Bessemer City, we see a few folks starting to head for the exit because it's cold, and it's a 42-0 Maroon Devil lead. It's now we got a whistle as somebody is either moving for a false start or somebody offside. And one thing about it, it is going to be a false start against Bessemer City. But, there for a few plays in the first half or a few series, we saw consistent holding calls.
Yeah.
We haven't seen one in the third quarter.
That's strange.
No kidding. No kidding. That kind of thing, I'm like, now wait a minute. They don't just come and go.
Yeah, it's not something, we're doing something different. Right. No, it's the same stuff we've been doing.
Oh, boy. But here we go. Bessemer City with the football. They're going to throw it again. Chastain rolling. Now reverses field. Now throws to his man out of the backfield. He's going to be caught trying to give a stiff arm. And
great tackle.
Yes, indeed. Mason Chastain on the catch and run.
That was Glaspie and Stillwell.
They did not give up, did they?
No, and they stopped him short of the first down.
They did. It's going to bring up fourth down on a yard, and I have a feeling they're going to go for it.
Sure.
They have nothing to lose. I mean, when you're down 42-0 late in the third quarter. And they're seniors, I'm sure, and they're thinking, hey, this is going to be our last chance. This is going to be our last game ever. Let us play. And some of their skill people like Anthony Smith, Jashawn Thomas, Mason Chastain, their fullback, some of their skill people won't be back next year. Now, the quarterback, only a sophomore, he'll be back. And one of the few times tonight, he's under center.
And he fumbled it.
And, boy.
It was the illegal procedure on them, too.
So they're going to back up 5 more, I have a feeling. Yep. Oh, they called a timeout. So they got a timeout just before
he fumbled.
Yeah, before he fumbled.
And they were offside.
So they save the football now with a 1:08 to play here. So fans, as you listen to this on delayed broadcast, hey, go ahead and make your plans for Friday, Big Oak Stadium in Robbinsville.
And probably worth saying that we will probably not be on the air again.
Right.
I don't know yet what that will be, but I'm assuming that their Facebook Live broadcast that costs you $8 will probably be the only thing that will be allowed by the National Federation, since they don't have a camera over at Robbinsville to take that one on. It will probably be only the Black Knights, but all I can tell you is that I will, first thing Monday morning, apply for us to be able to broadcast, and we'll let them tell us no again, just like they did this week.
That's it. And, and I probably shouldn't say this, but if they had a superior product, I could understand it a little better, but I'll leave that right there. 1:05 to play, 42-0. And the Yellow Jackets come out running the football, and just like for the most part tonight, they get nowhere.
Oh, he motioned him first down.
Oh,
he
my
gave
goodness.
him a first down.
Oh, my goodness. Lucas Sutton, I thought, really plugged that hole well. But I do remember they only needed 1 yard. So
they gave it to him.
So they gave him a yard for a first down. So And some of their fans, looking over there, some of their fans have left Jack Dixon Stadium as well, and we can understand that.
It's a little hard to tell.
Well, yeah, they didn't.
There's a whole lot of fans disguised as empty seats to start with.
Right. You're right. Our Maroon Devil fans superior in numbers. Back to throw, Chastain down the middle. It's going to be almost intercepted again. Brandon Frost had hands on it. Brandon, he looks to the sideline and claps his hands. He knows that, man, I almost had it. Yeah, he looks over here again, and yeah, I know, Coach, I know.
That's going to do the third period of play. That'll take us to the fourth quarter with the Maroon Devils in control, 42-0.
Fans, welcome back. Our Maroon Devils in control here tonight as we enter the final 12 minutes of play, and it's a 42-0 Maroon Devil lead here at the end of 3, and they're going to throw here on second down and long to get the fourth quarter underway. Chastain lost it up. It's going to be up for grabs, and it's going to be caught. And that's their biggest offensive play of the night to open up the fourth quarter, Toby, on that Hail Mary pass.
Yep.
And it just, fortunately for Bessemer City, just kind of was a very high pass that dropped right into the receiver's hands.
But once again, their quarterback running for his life back and forth.
No kidding.
Chased by everybody. New defensive line in with Fisher, Skaggs, and looks like Aiden Smiley, the third defensive lineman. So a fresh 3. But again, working these guys in for depth for next week.
That's exactly. Oh, we got a bad snap in the backfield. Chastain running for his life again. Now he basically just, I thought he was going to throw it away, but he actually completed the pass over here on the left sideline for a short gain.
Yeah. We got everybody milling around out here. We got a penalty. I think it's on Bessemer City. Illegal man downfield. They'll negate that play and back them up a little bit.
So desperation and still didn't pay off with 10:28 to play. But I think our Maroon Devils fans, probably more so maybe than Robbinsville, would like to see this second matchup coming in the third round of the State 1A playoffs.
Well, it's going to be a dandy.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no two ways about that. You can expect some tricks from both sides because they know each other so well at this point, especially offensively after the last time when both defenses were so dominant.
Here's again, Hail Mary pass, timing pattern down the sideline, but the receiver was running flat out, and the pass was thrown away behind him. Incomplete.
He and Zeke Glaspie were in a sprinter's duel there. And neither one of them turned and found the ball.
You're right. Nobody, they outran the ball, Toby. And right now, the good thing is after that incomplete pass, they are letting the clock run, and I'm happy to see that.
Yep.
And I'm sure the players are. You know, this game has been decided. The big thing for me is don't get somebody hurt in a game that's already been decided except for the final score.
Right. And you're to the point in the season where you're not growing young players in the manner of making sure they get some playing time, really. You're trying to make sure that you're ready for the next game.
That's it.
And you worry a whole lot about the fact of if we don't play them 4 quarters, will they be in shape to play 4 quarters when we have to play 4 quarters?
Yeah.
Those type of questions you ask yourself, and it's a tough decision for coaches.
It is. It is.
Because you get criticized either way, but honestly, at this point in time, you've grown your sophomores and freshmen as much as you can probably grow them without them playing.
Yeah.
Full time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure. And I'm just happy to see people like Josh Collins and Josiah Glaspie over here on the sideline this late in a game that has been decided. Oh, they finally broke one. And it's going to be a touchdown. So Bessemer City gets on the scoreboard, 8:22 to play. Again on a kind of a desperation Hail Mary pass to the end zone. So they've thrown some desperation passes on this drive, and one of them finally hits pay dirt. But it's a situation of, like the old song, too little, too late. 42-6, Maroon Devils in control.
Well, two of the happiest campers on that touchdown are probably Josh Collins and Josiah Glaspie, because they just ran to get their helmets.
Oh, man. So the offense is going to be coming back here in a minute. Yeah, but again, we are happy the officials are now letting the clock run even during the PAT. As the Yellow Jackets kick it up, it's going to be good, 42-7. So we will get the ball back, and I think we'll see if we see a couple of new faces out here on offense.
We will. I think the kickoff return team is the one that's concerned. You don't normally have backups for that.
That's it.
And so they'll run the all-hands unit out there for it with probably Reese all the way back.
Yeah. And one thing about these guys, Toby, and that's a good way to say it, we have some people on this football team that have great hands.
Yeah.
Man. We haven't seen, we saw, one game I think we had, it was raining. We saw some loose footballs. But for the most part this year, fumbling the ball, with the exception of that one game, has not been a big issue.
No, it really hasn't. And taking care of the ball, controlling the line of scrimmage, that's successful to winning you a bunch of football games.
You said it.
It's been proven over the years by the Maroon Devils under a lot of different coaches during that time. And so that philosophy really hadn't changed a ton. And you see here Reese Winchester up on the front, Josh Collins on that side, Josiah and Corey on this side, Drew Cody behind them. So a lot of hands, and looks like Stillwell is the lone person back deep if they want to kick it deep.
And they are going to kick it deep. And Corey's going to let this go over his head. He tried to catch it. It's still loose, but he does pick it up and try to bring it back.
That's James Stroman.
Yep, you're right.
And he is down there out of bounds. And let's see, it will be some new linemen in there with Insay Ufert and Grady Lewis.
Yeah, Aiden Smiley coming in, 51. As you mentioned, looks like Andrea Cisneros, 77.
And Noah Brown.
Yep, Noah
52.
Brown, 52.
As we said, Noah started a couple of games. He was starting guard against Robbinsville 2 weeks ago.
He did.
And so he's seen some playing time. Aiden Smiley the same. On the defensive side of the ball, more so for Aiden. But both of them are promising freshmen who are in there getting some reps now.
And I think as freshmen that really motivates them to look ahead to next year, because they know, hey, I can play.
And there's Stroman again.
Around the left side. And again, going out of bounds. But right now the clock running. Out of bounds is not an issue as the Maroon Devils very much in control, 42-7.
New quarterback in Drew Cody as well.
Yep. Also coming back in, we've got, James Arch back in. Looks like number 15, Silas Stanberry, a sophomore. And as we mentioned, James Arch coming back in. So some new faces in there. Good to see those guys get some time under the lights. And here we come running the ball. Nice run. Still on his feet. Man, I tell you, that's Zeke Glaspie, and he picked up a first down mostly on second effort.
He has shown some flash over the last few games at running back. I don't think he originally has played a lot of running back. He's just kind of learning on the fly, if you will. He's more of a receiver where he's played all year. But they threw him back there a couple of about 5 games ago, and it was kind of pointing him in the right directions. And he has great instincts, so he's turning into a very good runner.
And playing under the lights makes a difference. Again, here comes the handoff right up the A gap. And again, another nice run out to the 40-yard line. Final 4 minutes and counting here in the second round of the State 1A playoffs. And as we're going to tell you again, hey, we're going to be at Robbinsville this Friday. We hope you're going to be there too, because broadcasting might be a little sketchy. We'll try to let you know, as Toby mentioned this week. But hey, come on over, buy a ticket, and come on over to the game. Well, and get there early.
It's worth telling you that I promised you that I would give you updates, but the internet connection was so poor with so many people in that stadium, I couldn't get anything out. So there was no updates to be had.
It really was. The connections were not good that night. But, Toby, I think because we saw so many people there last time, I mean, there was nowhere to sit, nowhere to stand.
Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, all around the fence, it was packed. So if you're coming to the game, and I hope you do, you better get there early.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And I don't know what the weather's going to be. That's a few days away. But, hey, prepare for whatever it might be.
And as always, we will keep you updated all the way along on Maroon Devils Network this week through our Facebook pages, Twitter, the likes, and letting you know about the game, everything we can.
There's James Stroman, another good carry for the Maroon Devils, still playing hard. Some guys getting some good playing time. We see Skeet Cook out there on offense.
Not a ton of drop-off, really, between Glaspie and Collins and Glaspie and Stroman. They've definitely been productive.
They're good seniors, and they play hard.
Uh-huh.
They do not go at it half speed. Second down, toss to the left side this time. This time it's going to be Zeke Glaspie on the carry.
And he dodged his way through to get a first down out of that.
That should be enough for a first down. 2:06 and counting now from Bessemer City High School. We've played here before. We've won here before. We're going to win tonight. And that score, 42-7. Doesn't say much about the seeding of the Maroon Devils being a number 9 seed and Bessemer City being a number 8 seed.
Well, there's always that Smoky Mountain Conference thing that people forget. It doesn't matter what split conference you're from. We're from the Smoky.
We definitely are. Here we try running the ball, and this time the best defensive play of the night. And we lose about 7 yards as they had a lot of guys on our backfield. And talking about that, Toby, I was just thinking about that today. Our Maroon Devils are in the playoffs, Robbinsville in the playoffs, Murphy in the playoffs, Hayesville in the playoffs. 4 teams from the Smoky Mountain Conference in the second round.
Right. And from the scores, 3 of the 4
You're right.
moving on to the third round.
That's right,
and
from the scores.
That was an early score with Hayesville.
You're right.
Of course, they had a pretty tough opponent on the road, but I tell you what, that Hayesville squad is just
oh boy,
a McClure injury away from being a really, really good football team.
You're right. They gave us all we wanted when we played over there that night of the rain. We had some issues hanging onto the ball, but Hayesville, a physical team.
Yeah, very physical. Timeout, Bessemer City. With 43 seconds left.
Interesting. Our Maroon Devils have 3rd down and 10, and
well, Gary, let me go ahead and get this out of the way and say that these young men and these young women have acquitted themselves very well tonight under a difficult situation with not having Carrie Powell here.
Yes.
For the first time in probably 20-some years.
20-some years.
She's
really
not a fixture on that sideline, running water out to those guys and making sure everybody's all right. And they have definitely honored her memory in excellent fashion, in my opinion.
Yes.
On what had to be a difficult week for them. And their motto was win it for Carrie, and they have done that and then some.
Yeah. And I'll give you another example of the class in our conference. I got a text message today from one of the Hayesville coaches, and he said, I know it's been a tough week over there, but just wanted to wish you guys all the best under difficult circumstances. And that came, again, from a Hayesville coach.
Yep. And I know people don't believe it, but you end up close with rival schools. They're not necessarily rival people.
That's right.
But I know I got personal texts from Robbinsville folks, expressing their condolences and what a great person Kerry was. And Cherokee put out a great statement in support of us as well.
Yeah. And Cherokee's had a tough week.
And they've had a very difficult week.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And our thoughts and prayers are with them as well, by the way, Gary.
Yes.
We initiated that, made sure they knew it, and we may be rivals, but, it's still all family in the SMC.
It really is. And, hey, if we're not playing, we're pulling for anybody else from the conference that might be. And next week, that's going to be one of those situations. Robbinsville and Swain, we're going to play at Robbinsville Friday night. And unfortunately for one of our teams, our Maroon Devils or the Black Knights, one of those teams will see their season end on Friday.
That's a fact.
And
that's usually the way we try to get out of the playoffs.
That's right.
To beat each other out of it.
That's right. Fans, that's going to wind it up tonight. 42-7, our final. Toby, we look forward to going to Big Oak Stadium on Friday.
Going to be a dandy.
No question about it. Friends, thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time on the Maroon Devils Network.